how does the Mafia get involved? Like, how does the Mafia get to Chauncey Billups? Mm-hmm. How does that whole thing happen?
So that's the illegal poker games. So, and those games are like, I think it was like, I think what Cash Patel said was 11 states. It was, the stuff was moving around. So you talk about there were games in New York, games in Vegas, games in LA, games, I mean, all these different states. And yeah, I mean, I think what they did is they made a connection with Chauncey Billups. Damon Jones and Chauncey Billups, they have a relationship, like going back to their playing days, coaching days.
Ty Lue too, like all those guys.
There's a network of
Paul Pierce, Ty.
Ty Lue too religious to get caught up in this.
Essentially, there's a face card. They call it a face card, right?
Yeah.
Yikes.
But there's a difference between showing up and playing and knowing. But if you show
what the
up,
FBI is saying, you could be the mark.
The FBI is alleged. See, think about it from this perspective. If Chauncey Billups shows up and plays, but has no idea that this game is being run by the Mafia, and that he's being used as a face card. What if he just got presented a deal? Appearance fee of $50,000. Show up, play this poker with these bunch of random people.
Bring your friends. I'll give you $10,000 for your friend you bring. They don't know what's rigged.
And you leave.
So, and
he has no idea.
Was he winning every go?
But what the FBI is alleging is that he was in on it, that he knew everything was going on, and that he was purposefully going about cheating the game and cheating, the fish, as they called it.
Yeah.
That's the allegations. Now, the FBI is going to have to prove that in court. Chauncey Billups' camp and Rozier's camp, for that matter. They made it clear they're innocent.
You saw that professional poker player that came out?
He came out 2 years prior. So was it one of those things?
Joey. Yeah.
So let's say in the world Chauncey Billups is innocent.
Yeah.
So
Can you say what the professional poker player said, real quick?
He said that he was told, essentially, I'm paraphrasing here. He was told about these poker games for multiple times, but he knew that it was a rigged game, that it was a cheat game.
Yeah.
And he bypassed participating multiple times.
Oh, yeah, this is the guy right here.
Oh, here it is.
Watch it.
And then he went on McAfee's show, too, and basically gave the whole breakdown.
Oh, no way. Recently?
But like 2 years prior? So everyone in the poker world knew that these games were fixed. I mean...
Who wants to play poker with Chauncey Billups that bad?
I love Chauncey Billups, dude. I love Chauncey.
He's a Hall of Famer.
I love him.
Hall of Famer.
They about to strip that shit. That's gone.
It was all built around Chauncey Billups. But I had some friends who went and played it both in LA and in Vegas. And it obviously was for sure confirmed to be cheated. Mm-hmm. Like, people who clearly didn't even understand the rules of No Limit Hold'em are just like jamming hundreds of big blinds in with like a
What are
gutty,
big blinds?
and then just drilling it. Only the pros are losing. It's tough too whenever you're dealing with somebody like high profile like that, because
there's a little blind.
They carry a lot of weight and hold a lot of power. So all you can do is like kind of unite together and threaten to publicly out him or extort him in some sort of capacity.
So there's a big blind and little blind in No Limit poker and Hold'em poker. So basically, it's two players have to put money out on the table
before cards even
before
come.
cards drop.
Blind.
And then what you can do is other people can match the big blind if they want to see the cards that come out later. Remember on the river, you ever watch poker where you see them fold the three cards out, and everybody shares those cards in the middle. So if you see your cards and you see everybody else's cards, because that's how the glasses work, basically you know the hand that everybody has. Not the full hand, but you know at that point. So what you would do is like bet tons of money on the blind. Like you would match the blind and then you would maybe raise it because you know that you have pocket aces and everybody else has shit. So you have a lot of confidence. And what he's saying,
going all in.
But not even all in. But what he's saying is like they were betting in ways that you don't really understand the game. Because like if you did have a great hand, you would probably slow play it to make you think you were going to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like the guys were so bad that it actually convinced the good poker players to be like, nah, that was pure luck. There's no way.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh my God. So again, there's two different, the FBI's got to prove it, but they're alleging that Chauncey Billups was in on it, that he knew that this game was being cheat. And,
I mean, what is the argument
how he
for
gets
him
connected
not?
to the Mafia and how the Mafia is involved in all this? I mean, obviously they're fronting this. They're the leaders in this. They're, I assume, profiting, gaining some profit from all of this, taking money from all these people and then paying up front to Damon Jones and Chauncey Billups. Now again, why are these people coming to? I can't answer that. Why are these people coming to play with Damon Jones and Chauncey Billups? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's some people that are like they love playing poker, and I guess you can play with an NBA player. Like,
But then there are a group of people that did show up and would just be there, stand there. Like Kevin Garnett was, to my understanding, he showed up to a game thinking it was a party that he was invited to, but it was poker, and I guess he doesn't play poker, so he just left. So how many of those guys did that? But like, are you involved in that?
You get a lot of insider information. Do you ever have to protect certain people because they tend to give you a lot of insider information?
yeah, be
Like
honest, bro.
players that maybe know how to play poker.
Clutch, bro. Clutch,
guy,
bro.
this
Where's your hoodie?
Yo, yeah, I know you got a hoodie, bro.
So,
You got it.
for me, my job is information, period. So like, whether it's about this person or that person, I think at this point, I think I've built a reputation that I'm gonna have to do my job. Now, the one thing I try to always do with any type of information that I have, whether it's league related, player related, team related, like I'm going to reach out. I'm going to do all the reach outs necessary. Like I'm not just going to put it out without you knowing that it's coming out, unless, I really have to. Like if it's bang, bang, if a guy's getting arrested and I know it and I don't have the time to reach out to whoever it is from whatever team or player representative, like I'm going to do my job. I got to do it. But no, I think I have a job to do. I'm always going to do it to the best of my ability. I don't look at it as protecting or not protecting. I think about it, how do I do it responsibly? How do I do it fairly? And at the end of the day, accurately. That's
But
like the
might they
biggest
not
thing
give
for
you
me.
information with the like over and over again with the idea implied or stated explicitly that like you or if some shit comes bad about my guy, maybe keep that quiet because we keep feeding you information.
Well, I think the relationship allows for context and for me to like listen to that side, that other side. But I think at this point, I've reported on so much positive, negative, and in between that I think everyone has just realized that like I'm going to do my job and I'm going to do it the
have
best
there
of my
been
ability.
situations where you burned a bridge or somebody got pissed off at you or whatever?
I mean, there's hard conversations every day that I have to have. If there's something I'm reporting that someone doesn't want report, I mean, that's a hard conversation. If there's something that, if I have the truth of a story and the other side is like, no, that's not what it is, but I know that's what it is, I'm going to stand on it. I mean, it happened last year with Jimmy Butler. I don't know how much you guys followed the Jimmy Butler situation, but essentially, the one when he was trying to get out of Miami, when he did eventually get out of Miami.
Yeah.
So there was a period of weeks where I reported he was open in trade talks.
Yeah.
He was open to leaving. These are teams he wants to go to. Pat Riley came out with a statement and said, we're not trading Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
But again, that's his perspective. So if I called the Heat and they said, we're not trading him, but I know where this is at. I know the truth on this.
Yeah.
Either I'm going to trust my sourcing, which I did. I take their position into context. I'm sure in our ESPN news story, we put, this is what Pat Riley said.
Yeah.
But I'm standing on the truth. So to answer your question, long story short, like there's always going to be those conversations to make sure I get the perspective and the context, but I don't look at it as protecting as not protecting. I think I'm protecting someone if I'm giving, like, if I'm writing let's say I'm writing a story that I know is bad toward you, right? Let's say, like, I'm going to call you before that story comes out. I'll get your perspective, but like, and then it's on me to figure out how do I want to handle it. Do I want to add your perspective, et cetera?
Do you ever have people like, what I would do is if I was in the league is I would call you and I would feed you information to shape a narrative before another one could take hold. I'd be like, yo, this is what happened. I'm going to give this to you right now. And now we're getting ahead of the narrative. So how do you defend against that?
I mean, I feel like that has to happen eventually, whether it's at any level of this, whether you're reporting on a player or a team, whatever. What I try to do to combat situations like that or deal with situations like that is like, I have to get every perspective.